Hello everyone, Sterling Rivera here, and tonight I'm going to show off collection pickups for June of 2026. I got a decent amount of stuff. I got one Funko Pop, one video game, one DVD, 3 Blu-rays, and 15 4K Ultra HDs. I'm going to start with the one Funko Pop, and that is of Paulie and Christopher from The Sopranos, specifically the Pine Barrens episode, which is easily my favorite episode of the whole show. And I am actually watching through Sopranos through a second time. This show is just so damn good that I am watching through it again. But yeah, love this episode. Can't wait to watch this episode again. I'm currently on season 2, but yeah, I love Sopranos. The one video game that I got, I haven't played yet, and I am thinking about doing a live stream actually of trying this game out. But it is 007 First Light. Yeah, I haven't gotten around to trying this out yet, but I will pretty soon. Hopefully sometime, maybe this weekend, or sometime within the next month. But hopefully soon. But it does look interesting, so I definitely look forward to trying it out. And then the one DVD that I got is the director's cut of Sling Blade. Sling Blade I watched actually at the end of May, and I love this movie a lot. I consider this to be Billy Bob Thornton's signature movie. This was truly amazing. Became one of my favorites. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. And I heard there was a director's cut, which is not on the Blu-ray that I have. So I'm curious about it. So that's why I got this. I wanted to see if there's any big changes between this and the theatrical version. So, but yeah, Sling Blade, love this movie. Highly recommend it. And it definitely deserved Best Adapted Screenplay. Billy Bob Thornton wrote the movie, and he definitely deserved that award. And now I will show off the 3 Blu-rays. And I will say that I have been on a Billy Bob Thornton kick. I've been watching a good amount of his movies. I still have a good amount more of his to watch. And he's actually coming to Illinois, performing with his band, the Boxmasters. So I'm going to be seeing that pretty soon. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera there. But the first movie I have on Blu-ray, and actually these next two have Billy Bob Thornton in them. But the first one is Faster, which is a pretty good movie with The Rock. Enjoyed this movie, had some good action in it. And then the other movie that I got that has Billy Bob Thornton in it is The Ice Harvest with him and John Cusack. This was the second movie they did after Pushington, which this is a pretty good one. I would say I like this a little more than Pushington, but still, they made a really good duo, and I enjoyed this movie. Underrated. Both this and Pushington are underrated. So, and then the last Blu-ray I got this with the Blu-ray of Faster, because it was a buy one, get one half off on eBay, but it is Marley and Me, which is a really good movie. Enjoyed this one. Really freaking sad though towards the end. Definitely quite a tearjerker, I'll say. But really good movie though. Now I will get into the 4Ks that I have. And some of these are upgrades because, yeah, I already have some of these movies, so they're upgrades to 4K. But first up is Bowfinger, which is a really good comedy. Steve Martin and Eddie Murphy. So yeah, a lot of these are new releases that I got. And then this one, The Burbs, which I remember liking this one. Not one of my favorite Tom Hanks comedies, but I do like it. And then I rewatched this movie for the 20th anniversary. But Click, really good. Always enjoyed Click. And then I also rewatched this one. This is a fantastic movie. I've always felt this movie was fantastic and underrated and fun to watch. But Eraser, which I'm really glad that this got the 4K treatment. The railgun scene, I swear, that scene is literally the best scene of the whole movie. The 4K steelbook of the Flintstones, which is a really cool looking steelbook, or should I say stone book. But yeah, it's a stone book. I'm sure the movie wouldn't look bad in 4K. I did rewatch it last year. I still enjoy it. Clint Eastwood, Hang 'em High, which is a really good Western. The first one he did after the Man with No Name trilogy. So, I still plan on rewatching a bunch of more Clint Eastwood movies. Just, been watching other stuff, but one of these days I'll get back on Clint Eastwood, rewatching of his stuff. And then I got the 4K Steelbook, which is the only way to get this movie on 4K, of Hoppers, which I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was pretty good. I would say I like this a little more than Elio, but this is a pretty good one. I wouldn't have minded if I saw this in the theater, but it was one of those where I wasn't like in a huge rush to see. Granted, I love Pixar, but it's one of those where I just wasn't in a huge rush to see it, but I still enjoyed it. I had fun with it. And then the Criterion 4K of Killers of the Flower Moon, which I'm glad that this got put out on physical media. Terrific Martin Scorsese film. Definitely want to rewatch this again. Very long movie, but very terrific movie. And then another Criterion. This is a really good and underrated Coen Brothers movie. The Man Who Wasn't There, Billy Bob Thornton, and it also has James Gandolfini in it, which was really cool. But yeah, this is a really good and underrated Coen Brothers movie. I recommend this one if you haven't seen it. And then Marry Me, which I enjoyed this movie. This was a pretty good romantic comedy with Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson. I thought they had really good chemistry. They worked well together in this movie. And, yeah, I enjoyed it. And it came with one of the movies I got. I think it came with Man with No Name, or Man Who Wasn't There, and Killers of the Flower Moon. So, and then I rewatched this one today, actually. This movie actually had its anniversary back in March, but I wanted to wait until this 4K came out. And it is The Money Pit, which still solid and funny Tom Hanks comedy. I still enjoyed this one. And then I'll show the next two because they're part of a series. But finally, we got the upgrade for Scream 4 and then Scream 7. So now I got all the Scream movies finally on 4K. Scream 4 actually is still my least favorite. I do enjoy it though, but I would still say it's my least favorite. However, I will say that Scream 7 though does have the weakest killer reveal. I will say that. I did enjoy Scream 7. I know a lot of people did not like it. A lot of people were very disappointed. But I personally enjoyed it. But I do agree the killer reveal was not good. Other than that, there were still some things I enjoyed about the movie, though. And then next up is, so far, still my favorite movie of the year, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which I thought was fantastic. Not as good as the Mario Bros. Movie, but I still had a lot of fun with this one. Really good animation and great story. I do feel Donkey Kong could have easily been in this movie, but they didn't go with that for whatever reason. But regardless, this was still a fantastic follow-up. And then the last 4K that I got is What Dreams May Come, which I remember this was a really good movie with Robin Williams and Cuba Gooding Jr. Underrated as well, I'll say. But yeah, I watched this when I had a Robin Williams marathon almost 2 years ago. So, but that is it for collection pickups for June of 2026. Really hope you guys enjoyed. I'll try to have something out, yeah, maybe this weekend. There is a topic that I do want to talk about at some point, and then yeah, I do want to try and stream. So I'll try out the 007 First Light at some point, and then yeah, maybe even stream on my golf channel. So yeah, but until then, take care. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Peace out. Bye bye.